Hey everybody, welcome back to the Celtic Crocheter. Today I'm teaching you one of my absolute favourite stitches, the waffle stitch. I came across this texture and honestly I was instantly obsessed. It looks like you spent weeks mastering it. You didn't, I promise. This is a pure stitch tutorial. Once you get this down, you can apply it to anything: blankets, scarves, cushion covers. The world is your waffle. Okay, so for today, what you're going to need is you are going to need any medium weight yarn, otherwise known as worsted weighted. This is the sweet spot for learning this stitch. That helps for the to show up the texture beautifully. The hook you're going to need is your 5mm hook. You can also try a 4mm hook. I'll show you how much of a difference hook size makes to the finished texture. You're going to need a scissors and you're going to need some darning needles to weave in your ends at the end. Okay, so when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, to start with, you're going to start with making your slip knot. Okay, so the waffle stitch works in multiples of 3. Each waffle square equals 3 stitches. And add 4 extra chains to your multiple of 3. Example for today's swatch, we're going to chain 24, multiple of 3. Then we're going to add 4, so we'll have 28 chains total. So yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through a stitch, yarn over and pull through. So there's first 3. Continue that until you have 28 chains. Okay, so now we have our chain done of 28. What we're going to do is we're going to double crochet into that 3rd chain from our hook. So just to show you, 1, 2, and this one here is the 3rd one. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And now we're going to work a double crochet in every stitch all the way down to the end. And then we're going to do a recount on our stitches to make sure our count is right. Now we've reached the end, and to double check, you should have 26 double crochets. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our 2nd row, and what we're going to do is we're going to work a stacked double crochet into our very first stitch. So we're just going to turn our work, we're not going to do any chains. So into this stitch right here, this very first stitch, you're going to insert your hook, you're going to yarn over and pull up a loop as if you're doing a single crochet, and yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. Now, how the stacked double crochet works is you're going to go into underneath this strand of yarn here. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull up a loop, and then you're going to close off that loop as well. So all in all, you've basically put one single crochet on top of another, and this will leave you with straighter, tidier edges. Okay, so now what we're going to do with our next stitch is we're going to do a front post double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, and to do this you're going to put your hook in behind that stitch, behind the post, and you're going to come up the far side of the post. You're going to yarn over and pull a loop around. Then you're going to yarn over and complete your double crochet as standard. Now you're going to put a double crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1, and this is 2. So now around this stitch, we're going to do another front post double crochet. So around the back of the post, and yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Again, next 2 stitches, 1 double crochet in each of them. and then another front post double crochet. So repeat this to the end, and you should end up with a front post double crochet and then one double crochet in the final stitch. But I'll meet you down there and we'll go through it. So keep going with your multiples of 3 until you reach the last 2 stitches. Okay, so here we are now back down. I've got my double crochet. We're going to do a front post double crochet around there, and then in the very last stitch we're going to put a regular double crochet. And there you have it. That's our second row complete. You can see it starting to take shape. Just remember that you should have a double crochet at the end of each row, because these edge stitches on each end keep everything looking neat and tidy. They're your best friends. Don't skip them. So again, we're going to turn our work and we're going to work another stacked double crochet. So insert your hook into that first stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Again, in underneath that strand there, yarn over and pull up a loop and yarn over and pull up through the 2 loops. Now, this is where it changes a little bit, but it's a 2-row repeat for the waffle stitch. And this is where we go. So now the first stitch, which was your front post double crochet from the last row, you're just going to work a regular double crochet into that stitch. And your 2 regular double crochets, you're going to work a front post double crochet around both of these stitches. And then into the next stitch, you're going to work a regular double crochet and then 2 front post double crochets around the next 2 stitches. Okay, 1 more double crochet and 2 front post double crochets. Work that all the way down to the end, and you'll put a DC into your last regular DC into what was your last front post double crochet. I'll meet you down there. Okay, so here we are. That's our front post double crochet from the previous row, regular double crochet into that stitch, and then you're going to put a front post double crochet around that last double crochet. Okay, so now we've turned our work. We're going to do a stacked double crochet. We're back here to our regular double crochet, and again, because we're on the right side, we are going to put a front post double crochet. And then in the next 2 stitches, just a regular double crochet in each of them. Then another front post double crochet. You can see it starting to take shape there. Again, 2 regular double crochets, 1 front post double crochet, and again repeat until you get to the end. Okay, so last front post double crochet and then double crochet into the last stitch there. You can see the way the texture is building. It's now a simple 2-row repeat. Odd rows, you do row 2, so it's front post double crochet and then your 2 double crochets. And with the even rows, you are doing always do your stacked double crochet at the beginning. You're doing a standard double crochet and 2 front post double crochets all the way down to the end. So keep repeating this. Okay, so keep repeating this until your swatch is the size you need. Lay it flat occasionally to check your tension is staying even. Watching that waffle stick texture build up is one of the most satisfying things in crochet. You're going to love this. Okay, so keep working this. I'm going to work up another few rows and I will meet you back here in a jiffy. Okay, so I've just worked up a couple more rows just to show you what the waffle stitch would look like. Now, if you want, you can finish off with a row of double crochets. So now all we have left to do is to cut our yarn, which I've already done, and weave in your ends. Okay, so just make sure when you cut the yarn that you leave a long enough tail so you're able to weave in your ends, and just work the yarn down through the stitches there. Careful when you're pulling through that you don't snag all your stitches and pull them too tight. There's one, and then our starting chain, and just weave in these ends very quickly. And just very quickly, as promised, you can see the difference of these two swatches. This one was made using a 4mm hook. You can see the stitches are that bit tighter and it's stitching nicely. With the 5mm hook, you can see it works a little bit looser in both ways, and you can see even the size difference there. And that's it. That's the waffle stitch. Absolutely gorgeous, right? Once you've practiced it on a swatch like this, you can take it to absolutely anywhere. Blankets, home decor, you name it. If you give this a go, tag me. I would genuinely want to see your makes. Hit the thumbs up if this helped. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy crocheting.